Now, a lot of you guys know that I've been seeing the same girl now for quite some time. In fact, it's been 2 years as of yesterday that I've been dating Katy. 2 incredible years that I wouldn't trade for anything. And I want to be able to surprise her with a trip. Now, Katy knows we're going on a trip, but she doesn't know where we're going. And my goal is to try to keep it hidden until the point we arrive at our final destination. And that's gonna be pretty tough because we've got to take some flights. I'm gonna keep her blindfolded and with noise canceling headphones for as much of the process as possible. I'm not guaranteeing there won't be a slip up along the way, but I'm gonna do my best to keep it a secret until the very last moment. With that said, we leave tomorrow, so I gotta do something real quick. Well, that was easy. Where do you think we're going?
Hopefully somewhere hot, because I'm only packing summer clothes.
We've got to get up at 4 a.m. and it's currently 11. We're just gonna end up having a very short sleep tonight, so I gotta get packing because time is ticking down. We'll maybe get 4 hours of sleep. Morning. Let's go. Step 1. Put these on. Step number 2.
Wait, what?
Right now we're headed off to the international airport. She doesn't know that. She thinks we're staying in Indonesia.
Don't look at the
Don't look at what terminals are departing from where.
Okay.
I'll warn you if you're gonna walk into something. So the thing is, she still hasn't even noticed that we're in the international airport and not the domestic, so I don't think she's gonna notice at all. So what's really awesome is our pilot is also in on the video, and the pilot has no idea where we're going today. They're gonna be blindfolded the entire trip. Any idea?
What?
Okay, this is a very unexpected twist that I was not looking for. Katy's been held up by the passport immigrations for 10 minutes. They just took her aside because it sounds like they didn't stamp her on the way into the country. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
It's crazy. I was so afraid that they were gonna ask me, where are you going? But they asked me at some point and I'm like, I don't know, check my boarding pass.
Are you telling me you actually still don't know?
I still don't know, I swear.
She heard it.
I heard. She kept talking and talking.
The country you're going to is written everywhere on every piece of paper they give you. It's on every sign that you walk by. It's on every announcement. Bye-bye. Bye. We have made it. It's not a surprise that we're in Singapore, but what Katy might be surprised about is where we're going next.
I have my suspicions.
You suspect islands. I can neither confirm nor deny, but I can tell you it's not what you think. Time to put your headphones back in.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's our 2-year anniversary today. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Me too?
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye. What if I just broke up with you like that? We're no longer in Indonesia. Taxis, food, so expensive. We just spent like 20 bucks to get food at the airport. All right, thank you very much.
I feel punished.
All right, one step at a time.
Are we taking a flight, a boat, a rocket? What are we taking?
So Katy has been a trooper, looking down everywhere, blocking her ears,
Also,
and so far she has no idea.
I want to enjoy the surprise, so I was like going out of my way to try to focus on my feet or my cell phone, not even looking the floor.
Yeah.
It's been really hard, but I want this to work because you put so much effort in it.
I have. It's been so stressful. Don't even try this. It's not worth it.
I knew it was a ferry. I just don't know still where we're going.
So now we've crossed over on a boat and we have to go through another immigration process because we're in another country now. A few more modes of transportation to go. Alright, you've had it easy, but now it's one last little check mark, one last little bit of blindfolding, and then you get the great reveal. I think it's pretty obvious where we're going to, but you still have no idea where we are.
Hey, I feel we're getting to a freaking boat.
Yeah.
Are we?
Well, you're not wrong.
Oh! Okay, we're in a boat.
That's a weird helicopter.
We're in a boat.
Goodbye, Katy. Have fun.
Oh my god! Wow.
Look at that over there. It's a massive mosque. And based on where we are, it's such a strange sight. I think you're pretty over this. You're like, I just want to see it again?
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel bad. I'm like, we got to get you there soon.
We?
Yeah, we're 100% here. I swear to you, this is your last transportation means. Off you get. Over 8 hours of travel, boats, planes, trains, spaceships, and now I want to show you
Where are you?
the vegan spaceship. This is our home for the next 3 nights.
Oh my god! Baby! What is this? This is so amazing!
I don't know, I can't see anything.
Oh,
Whoa!
baby! This is so cute!
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's amazing.
So this
How do you
is
plan this?
an incredible, eco-friendly
Where the hell are we?
private island. We're on a private island right now.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow, this is so beautiful.
Wow. That's so epic. Come with me. Let me show you my eco-friendly lodge. I feel like the prettiest girl at the ball. This is perfect. Oh my gosh. I think this is probably, I throw that out there too much. My favorite, but this might be
We always say that.
my favorite. Everything the light touches, babe, it's yours. Thought it'd be nice to have our own little slice of paradise down here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is incredible.
And very fittingly, this is like a little raindrop shaped pool. Happy 2 years!
I love her.
Once again, welcome.
Terima kasih. Thank you so much. So everything here is set menu, and one of the awesome things is we are back in Indonesia. And if you have well-made Indonesian food, it's excellent. And so today, I think that's the case. It looks really bomb.
I need to sleep.
Yeah, and nap. You know, I think I need to expand my vocabulary a little more with my adjectives, and today I'm going to define this here meal as sublime. The healthiest and the most like wholesome home-cooked style Indonesian meal I've ever had. It's awesome. Next stop, nap time. One of our favorite hobbies is having incredible naps in different places in the world.
With rain.
We had one in Bali, we've had one incredible one in the Amazon, and hopefully we get a bit more rain here so we can go to sleep. It's insane. You can hear all the noises of the wildlife, the birds, the insects, the waves crashing on the shore. We're gonna take a couple-hour nap. We just showered. It was a bit of a long travel day, but it was 1000% worth it. See you guys in a bit. And good morning, guys. It is right now one of the most incredible moments of my life. I just woke up. Check that view right there. I'm not gonna lie, we overslept a little bit. It's right now 8:30. I did get up for sunrise. Looked like that. I got up long enough to take a look at it and say, would you look at it? And then I went back to bed. Anytime I can find a hotel that's experiential, that allows you to become part of the landscape you're in, that is the #1 way you can stay anywhere you go. And I'm so excited to be here. Good morning, Wapa.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
Putting mosquito repellent.
You're like sweet candy to them. They don't bite me nearly as much. Each of the hotel suites come with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and coat myself with a new layer. Okay, so I smell like a giant lemon. It's actually all natural. What they do is they take something called citronella. It's a plant that grows around in these areas. And if you rub the leaves or you rip them apart, you'll smell that natural lemon scent. And I guess mosquitoes don't like it, and therefore I really like it. So some of you may be wondering where we are right now, and the best way to explain it is this. Basically, Singapore and Indonesia share a border, and with that, I think Indonesia actually has the most islands of any country in the world. And so what we had to do was we had to take a ferry from Singapore, which is like one of the smallest countries on the planet. We took a ferry to Bintan Island, which is a rather large island with lots of upscale resorts, golf courses, and Bintan is part of Indonesia. And then from there, we had a private shuttle from Cempedak, so that took us about an hour across Bintan, and then from there, finally, we took our last little speedboat going through all of these little tiny remote islands, bringing us here to Cempedak Island, this private, exclusive experience.
This place is beautiful, but I didn't see anything of what Christian was talking about because I was blindfolded all the time. So I have nothing to share about that.
You can watch my video.
I will.
So this is pretty much all we've done today, guys. We've hung out in this pool. We've hung out on the private beach. This is like the most relaxing place on planet Earth. I'm really just enjoying my time here. To have a trip that's just about us, it's so nice and well deserved, I think. So I think now is the time to share interesting facts about each other that we've learned over 2 years. Here's my fact about Katy. I've never heard her fart. In 2 years, I have never ever heard you fart.
I have heard you so many times.
Yeah, well, I'm not as discreet, I guess. Something fun about me.
You're really bad dancer, but you dance so bad that it's cute.
Oh, that's a nice thing you ever said to me. It's true.
I'm sorry, but his friends told me, like, do you really find that attractive? And
Are you talking about Cam?
I'm like, yeah, it's really cute.
Hey, Cam.
You make all the cute girls go away, so that's like, you're like the girls repellent when you dance. I love that.
Fun facts about our relationship. So if you come down here, guys, we have a private beach and it's absolutely beautiful. There's just one issue. Do you see that trail starting all the way back there, coming there? One of the bigger monitor lizards I've seen is currently underneath here. Well, it's been nice knowing our private beach. Never to be used again. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. One of the most incredible things that they've done here on Cempedak Island is that they've actually decided not to use half of the island. So they're just gonna keep it completely natural so that things can continue to grow and thrive. The noises are just incredible. This is truly a unique ecosystem on this island. Hello. 7 o'clock massage. Yes. Okay, this is our #1 thing to do. We're getting a couples massage. We are right on the ocean. It's a full moon tonight and it feels like there's a massive spotlight out there. It's still so bright. That was incredible. One of my favorite spas because all you can hear right now is the sound of the waves crashing. No music, just connected with nature. And Katy, how was your massage?
That was the best massage I have gotten. Just perfect.
So good. As you guys know, the reason we're here is to celebrate 2 years together, but there's something that we don't do enough of on YouTube, and that's opening up and sharing the reality. And the reality is not completely as it seems. We need to go check out. We're gonna head back to the room and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what happened. I think it's definitely a good reality check with this whole couple goals thing that you see all over Instagram and YouTube. Naturally, what we're going to talk about is going to be shocking, it's going to be a little bit saddening for some, but I think it's going to be overall best for everyone because it's important to see the reality of a true relationship, not just a beautiful photo on Instagram. You're going to have to make do with the audio here because we've got some friendly insects in the backyard that make a ton of noise. Without a doubt, the biggest heartbreak that has brought us closer together in the long run has been our breakup. Yeah. We broke up. That's why I said technically it hasn't been 2 years because we broke up 6 months ago.
Yeah.
About that.
6-7 months ago.
And we were apart for about 3 weeks. So it was a full-on breakup. It wasn't taking a break. It was with the intention that we may never see each other again. And that's probably shocking to a lot of you guys. Especially on YouTube, you guys probably didn't even notice it. There was not really any period where Katy went missing in the videos. That's because my videos are backlogged. Katy always gets emotional when we talk about it, and for good reason. It was a really tough period.
I know, it was strange, but at the end it was something really good for both of us. And yeah, like it was so hard to pretend that everything was okay on social media. Like that was the hardest part. I hated it. It sucked, but I'm super happy now because it actually taught us something.
Yeah, why did we break up? I'm sure we could each speak to it in our own slightly different ways, but for me, one of the biggest things is that we work too much. We really put in a lot of hours. If it's not in front of the camera, it's on our computers, it's responding to emails, it's trying to build the business in other ways. And there's just not enough hours in the day to do that and then also be able to give your partner the time and attention they deserve. We start to experience this incredible strain and pressure from not just our own business, but our significant other's business. And that was just too much. Another really big thing that's a struggle of building this business together is that we spend too much time together. We really are with each other 24/7 for sometimes a month on end, sometimes 2 months on end. And while that may sound like the dream to you to be with your significant other nonstop, it was and it has been at periods, but then eventually it becomes not the dream. You start to find little things that shouldn't bother you, and they start to bother you.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a bit challenging because we are on the road. We're always together, and it's not easy to be like, hey, you go stand at the other side of the hotel room for the next 12 hours to give me a break. It's just not possible.
Also, we've never had a normal relationship. Literally, we started dating and we're
on the road.
We were living together since day one.
2.5 weeks or 3 weeks where we basically weren't talking to each other.
2 weeks.
So it was scary to go from like 24/7 to complete removal of that person in your life. And I think it was the reason that, it brought a bit of a wake-up call as to like what that person meant to you, because yeah, you take things for granted. You don't know what you have until it's gone. And when the best friends, the love of your life, the everything that you've spent so many months and years with together, well, year and a bit, is just all of a sudden gone, it's like you just go into shock in some sense, and you're like, wow, how did I not appreciate these little things? And so it was like a wake-up call, and that's ultimately why we're back together. But the truth is, we couldn't be so naive as to just get back together because it hurt. We had to have something, a game plan to try to get past the things that broke us up in the first place.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm comfortable making this video today, because I feel like a lot of the hurdles we struggled with most have been somewhat addressed. I feel like it's never gonna be perfect. Yeah.
Even in this trip, like I think it's been the first time we really didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything, and it's been so deserved. Yeah. I feel like we needed this trip. That's why coming here to Cempedak Island has been perfect. I mean, it's monsoon season. We can't even go snorkeling because the water visibility is not great. So a lot of the water-based activities, one of the main things to do here, is not currently available. But for us, the main reason to come here was just to relax and have
spend time together.
Nothing. A lot of relaxation. This is one of the things we address too, is we need to have more experiences like this where it's not as focused on filming and it's more focused on being present with one another. And one rule we actually set, which we've been a bit less good on recently, but we started off really good on, was no phones at the table. No. I know that personally I found it very frustrating when we would go to dinner or we would go to the room at the end of the night and it was like, okay, time to unplug from everything, and then you had to send off voice notes to your workers, or other way around. If I had to send off emails and you wanted to talk or something, it's like,
we would ask permission.
It was frustrating to be like, wow, like this is our quiet time and yet we're still working. So I guess why we share this is because whether you're doing social media or whether you're doing any other normal job in life, I'm sure a lot of these things are extremely relatable. Maybe you've gone through the same breakup, maybe you're experiencing similar tensions. Like, we are not here to say everything's perfect, because it's not.
It's not.
It never will be. But we are pretty darn good right now, and pretty darn... Ooh, that's a gross bug. Yeah, I guess it's just it's a reality check that even the people that you seem to think have it all figured out don't, and they never will. But we love each other a lot, and that's why we're still here. That's why I'm pretty positive that we'll be able to get through whatever the next tribulations and trials will be, because we've learned a lot through that breakup.
I think we got a little bit too caught up in the couple goals relationship. Even with the second account, we decided not to use it.
We haven't posted there in a long time.
Yeah, as long as we feel like posting something on Instagram, that's the shit. Follow. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we decided just to
post when it felt natural.
Yeah, post when it felt natural, because it's just so toxic to believe that real relationships, like perfect relationships, exist.
Yeah.
Because they don't. So I felt very dishonest, like turning off the camera and just like finish taking a photo and then just like fighting about something stupid. It happens, like people fight. We are not perfect. We're not smiling and kissing all the time, telling each other like we love each other so much. Like, it's not true. It's not real. So we also decided to do this because it's fair to you guys. We don't want you to see us and to think your relationship is bullshit just because we're all the time on vacations and showing beautiful photos. That's not the truth, and I think it's not fair for you to see that. Yeah, it was heartbreaking, but at the end of the day, like Christian said, it was one of the best things that could happen to us because it made us stronger. And Christian realized so many things that he had to change. Same with me. I had to change so many things in me if I wanted to be with him. And when we were separated, we knew we wanted to do those things in order to be together. And we're still working on it. Like, we're not perfect. We still have problems, which is 100% normal.
Yeah.
But at least now we're conscious that we're willing to do things for the other just in order to be together.
And I think another exciting chapter is that, you know, now we're moving into a place in Bali, and it's nice because I think Bali grounds us a little bit more.
Yeah.
Where living on the road may seem like a dream, it is. But it's something that you need to have in doses. If you constantly live from a suitcase, you will miss having a closet. If you constantly live on the road, you'll miss home-cooked food. And so having our place in Bali now is such an amazing ability to have things that we miss, but also have separate lives. So now you can hang out with friends, and I don't necessarily have to be there all the time. You can make food in the kitchen, and I can be upstairs working. So it's just having that separation is necessary. It's not just a nice thing to have. It's important to have independence. Why did we get back together then if we struggled so much? The main reason is that I see qualities in Katy that I want to see in my wife. She is loyal, she is so hardworking, she is funny, and we share so many passions that I honestly can't even comprehend how we're so alike. I mean, from our work to our humor to our basically everything, we have a ton in common, and that's not something that's easy to come by. We are just, in some ways, the same person.
Food.
We love the same food.
Except spicy food.
Except for spice. She's a bit annoying with that, but that's okay. I can't have the perfect person. And ultimately, I just see somebody who's willing to work with me on a relationship. So I see Katy as an incredible, incredible person. 1 in a million, maybe 1 in a billion. So that means there's only 6 others like her in the world, and unless I come across, she's just.
And now I'm cook, so I can make it.
And now she cooks me food all the time, and that only makes things nicer.
Like, seriously guys, he has brought so many good things to my life to make me a better woman, and I think after the breakup he does nothing but bringing the best out of me, and I really appreciate that.
No, I love you. I think that's a long but meaningful tangent. I mean, this has been the perfect little break. Soon we're going to be heading back on the road, back home to Bali so I can finish my course. So we are in one of the busier seasons, and this has been a really nice 2-3 days off. Now I'm gonna go watch another episode of You on Netflix, and then we have to leave the island, which sucks. I don't want to leave.
Me either.
After you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It was a
See
pleasure.
you again.
Thank you very much, guys. Cheers. 3 days over like that. Went by way too quickly, but it's time to head back to Singapore. And we have made it to what is deemed to be the world's #1 airport, the Singapore Changi Airport. I'm gonna be making a full video on that. It will be linked down below, so check that out after you're done watching this. And guys, I hope you enjoyed a bit of realism, a bit of behind the lens, and I make a new video every single Saturday. If you wanna see more of our faces, then hit the subscribe button. Let's get lost again in the next one.